What up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? We're now live with the market. FOMC minutes will be dropping soon and dropping hot. I am excited to see what the market provides. Remember last time we had the FOMC minutes, the market liked to rally on top of that. Sent us to some new bullish rallies. I wouldn't be surprised something similar to occur today. We go to Trading View. Take a look at SPY. You can see the market's definitely chill, but still hovering in its bullish trajectory. You can also see that we're hanging below the 405, which is our 200-day moving average that we want to keep an eye on as well. Some great puts today, by the way. Traded this first gap down. Looks like it could have held that for some even extra profits. I think we ended up pulling in, we pulled in about 91% returns there this morning. Very nice. Very nice. And actually, let me share this over here. Oh, you know what? And I'm an hour before the FOMC. I forgot they're doing it 2 p.m. today. So we got another hour. We got an hour to talk about whatever you want to talk about in the chat. That's not what I'm about to pull up. So if there's something that comes to your attention, something you want to talk about, market opportunity, a stock you want us to chart, look at, a stock you want my opinion on, ask me a question. Ask me about my... Probably shouldn't say that movie quote right now. I'll be watching the chat. We'll be watching the market together. So we got 3 people in here. We got 221 subs now. You know, we're close to 10K on TikTok. I was streaming on there this morning. I did all that trading this morning over on TikTok, by the way. We'll be watching the market together. Got a question? Drop it in the comments. Remember, our Discord link is also in the comments as well. Coin's a real interesting one. Got a much larger following on TikTok, so I've been doing everything there. Okay, I gotta turn this down. I have streaming my phone so I can watch the chat. And I should. There we go. Got that pulled up. You got a question? Lay it on me. Still really like bonds. I really like this bond movement. Want to be keeping an eye on the dollar. Last I was looking at the dollar, I'm pretty sure our 200-day moving average was bringing us down to 104, which then I would expect this to rally back up. I don't believe that this will be the high. I think that this is going to head higher once again, especially when you consider stuff like this. If we look at some of this data here, where am I going to find this? Probably an easier way to find it. I did a short talking about this Goldman report where they are not actually anticipating any rate cuts in 2023. This is the path that they think we're headed. 5.25% rates. That's high. That's very, very, very high. But remember, when it comes to the FOMC minutes, what we saw last time was that the minutes was almost a bit dovish. It was very tame. And then Powell came in afterwards, and he was just, hawkish as all get out. I mean, crazy hawkish. Brought the market down a lot. But I expect, since this is just minutes, it's just a piece of paper, it's just some comments, I don't expect it to have that same harsh reaction that he had. And I think the market could rally from here. I want to see it test that 200-day moving average. I guess I should dwell on this a little bit longer, though, and talk about this. I don't actually think that this is what plays out, right? This, expecting 125 base points of additional fund rate hikes. I don't think so. There's a few things. You have the backdrop of a recession. You have declining growth. You also have the fact that the Fed's never been able to actually softly land this market. I pretty strongly believe that they're definitely going to have a hard landing, at which point we'll see some sort of pivot. Now, does that mean that there will be actually some rate cuts? No, because they don't have to do that to pull back on monetary tightening, right? They can just do quantitative easing. But I do expect some sort of process to play out. By the way, all this data, and even this chart right now, I should give a shout out to the Daily Shot. You can subscribe to them. It's like $100, but we also have permission to share all this in the Discord completely for free. So if you wanted to check this out, if you wanted to join the Discord, the link's in the description down below. We share all this content, just completely for free. We have full permission to do so as well. So let's go ahead, go back to the market where we see some more action. It's a wild day today. Profitable day today. Made just about 100% on this. On the come down. But it's been a rough market. It's been a frothy market. Not the easiest market to trade. Not in the slightest. It's been a great market for the portfolio. One of the things I did actually today was I bought some UVXY. I've been buying this every time, basically every time we're dropping below $10, I've been buying it. I think we bought here. Of course, we ate it for a little bit. And then I think we bought here, also ate it for a little bit, still came out ahead. Now I'm buying here. And I imagine that I'll probably eat it for a little bit before we make profits. But the strategy of just straight up buying volatility when it's this low has worked out very well. I am tempting it for a third time in the year with just the straight no options. Just buying it outright, buying the common shares, if you're unfamiliar with that term, because you have preferred shares and common shares, right? I don't know if anyone actually cares about that. If you want to know more about that, leave a comment down below. If you don't know what a preferred share is, I'll explain it. But I don't think anyone cares. Market's rallying right now. Again, I don't really want to do anything right here. We can go over to the trading view. We can take a deeper look at this. You can just see how hot this is running, right? We're at a 28 RSI right there. You see that? Can you see my terrible circle there? But I mean, just straight up, already bouncing to overbought territory. I bet if I come over to the 5-minute, you're going to see, yes, still really overbought. And the one that was really worrisome is if we go to the 30-minute. Market's running hot, right? But it can do that. It can do that for a hot minute, right? Even when it's coming down, still melting up. So I expect something similar to come touch this 200-day moving average. Then we maybe come down a bit. Then Santa rally. You can see on my 1 day what my higher end of that is. My top target. I did not mean to draw right there. Top target right now is going to be just below this 420 level. And I think this is actually lowest probability. If this hits, I'm out. That's what I'm seeing right now. If that actually hits, I'm selling into it so hard. Because I think next year is going to be rough. So That's my current thoughts right now. And by the way, I'll be putting out a weekly report. There'll be some more stuff to talk about. So that'll be out soon as well. Yeah. Anyone got a stock they want me to look at? Go back to the 1 minute. Just keep an eye on this. We can take a look at Tesla. Be sad if you want. Still seeing this play out. I'm still not sure if I want to be a buyer at this low. I charted this for one of the Discord users asked me to chart Tesla. This is my charting there. It's not really that unusual to have such a bearish trajectory on an automobile company into a recession. DRV, you want me to look at DRV? Sure, we could look at DRV. Look at DRV again. Didn't we do a DRV chart, honestly? Charts, data, search, hashtag charts, data. This is how I use Discord, by the way. And then I can just type in DRV, right? Where's my chart? That's Netflix. That's Coin. Netflix. Okay, if I don't find it in a moment, I'm just going to rechart the whole thing over again. Because I thought it'd be interesting to see how what I was looking at played out. Damn, that played out. Damn, did that play out? Whoo-wee. That's actually, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Damn, did that play out? Well done. I sold UNG today, by the way. I pinged it for Discord members. We sold UNG. Netflix. That's ARK. Where is DRV? I wanted to go back to the old chart, see if it played out. Okay. They're not gonna find it. Let me just check one more chat, see if it's in here. Is that it? It's definitely not it. Okay. All right. Well, I thought I posted it at some point, but we can't find it. So, oh, let's go back over here. Boy, this bad boy looks oversold. Let's come to a weekly. Let's do the auto. We have a low here. That looks like an ABC. So that looks like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just arbitrarily setting that there for now. First thing I want to do is tracement on the 2 is pretty deep. That's pretty rough. It's a bit forced. It doesn't actually work. 3 is the longest though. You look for the 1.6. So that would come there, in theory. are getting some firing on the TTM squeeze. This is you know, turning over to the green. The only thing is I don't like the retracement there. The retracements are too large to really obey those rules. Let's look at the 4. Yeah, very uncommon for that. And I'd also say that usually with your 2 and your 4, you want to see, where's a good one? Yeah, like this 2 is, it could be inversed. It could be either which way. But usually your second wave or your fourth wave is going to be twice the length of the other one. So for the 2, it's twice the length of the 4, right? That's typically what you're going to see. And this 2 is also more horizontal than the 4, which is a more dramatic move down, right? That's going to be more typical what you're going to see. So I don't really like the charting that's pulling up on here. But, well, first of all, the stock looks like if you can get over this 50 for the RSI, it looks like you go bullish again, and at which point this could have a nice run on the 38. You want to see that crossover. If RSI crosses over the MACD, I think this could bounce up. Now, I would really like to look at the other charting I did, because last time I charted this, I think that we saw really good bounce potential, but it looks like it did not play out. If I'm remembering correctly, last time we charted this, I was really bullish. Of course, this is your daily real estate bear, 3x shares. I mean, fundamentally, I would definitely be bullish here from the fundamentals. Looks like on both wave patterns, you're going to see some new trend develop, and I would expect that to be a pretty bullish trend. I wonder what this candle was. What day was that? Let's just remove all of these. The 10th? What came out on the 10th? On the 10th, mortgage rates rose back above 7%, and this plunged. Sell the news? Interesting. Trading these can be rough. These are super leveraged positions. My word. And this is why, because if you hold them long term, this is what they tend to like to do, is just completely melt down. I mean, you're probably going to see this with everything. It's like this. That's another leverage one. We could actually go look at the home builder. That one I know off the top of my head. Here's your bull. Actually, a lot more level here. Let's see what the bulls got brewing up. Firing on the downside over here. We just touched that SMA. Trying to bounce up. This looks like it could be running a little hot. Yep, it's running a little hot. $33. Man, I remember trading this in 2020 so much. Making so much money in 2020 off this stock. It's not technically a stock. I shouldn't say stock. During all that noise. I think I just straight bought it too. I think I bought it like 12. Sold it near the 50s. This looks like it's gonna turn over, and DRV looks like it's gonna be the new bold. Take charge next year. It's gonna take a while though. I'm probably gonna need the rest of this year to play out. I don't know. Just holding these bearish ones long term, could just be rough. I would look for the bottom fire here. This fire here might signify the bottom, honestly. This TTM squeeze, this might have told you bottom. Right there. Leading to that. It's simplistic, but sometimes that's really all you need. What else we want to look at? News isn't hitting it as much anymore. Yeah. Yeah, this is weird movement, especially when I looked on the 10th what that news was. Should have been bullish for this index since it's a reverse index and it's sold off. But these leveraged ones can just be like that. Remember, all the moves here are also going to be exaggerated. Should be exaggerated. So another look at Clorox. Clorox. What did I just say? Clorox? Someone just sent me this. 1 second. Dogecoin is such... Oh, come on, play it. Don't be like that. Dogecoin is such trash. Dogecoin is so stupid. I don't know why people are so hooked on it. Blows my mind. So many people in the Discord got burned by it too. It ran up and they're sending me screenshots. Oh, I just made so much money. Some of them making five digits off a 4-digit investment. Now they got 5 digits and they're sending me screenshots. They're like, what do I do? I'm like, what? If it's good enough to screenshot to me, it's good enough to take at least some profits. At least take some profits. Some of those guys are at a loss now. They didn't even take any profits at all. Man. Trade's a trade, man. You get a win, take a win. Especially something like that. It's not a legit thing. There's a reason Elon doesn't talk about it anymore, even when people constantly tweet at him about it. I mean, it's inherently inflationary. What currency would you want that is literally programmed to become valuable, to become less valuable? Why would you ever want to own that over a long time frame when it is inherently designed to be less valuable? You're going to hold that, and then you're going to tell me that that's going to make money. No. The answer is no. Ridiculous. I mean, the memes are hilarious. For sure. What is your thought process charting for UVXY? I have no charting for UVXY. Other than the fact that I know that hard times will come back from the market. When UVXY gets low, I buy it. I've done that all year. I take a look at the macro environment. It's more of a thought problem, right? I mean, Elliott waves are going to be the same thing. This is an art, not a science. Elliott waves, same thing. Art, not a science. I take a look at this. I say, holy crap, that's low. $7. I mean, what? We never even got close to that. This is too long of a time frame, by the way, to look at UVXY. You should never look at UVXY on that long of a time frame. It's not going to be helpful whatsoever. These are obviously the ultra short term. But, I mean, that's the program trying to pull up an Elliott wave pattern. Does that even hold up? Does it really not even hold up? Looks oversold though. It's come down so much. I like to buy it when it's low and I don't see a path out on the macro front. But like I said earlier, every time I've bought this, I've had to eat it for a bit. Every time I've bought this, it's been a rough entry. There's definitely been some turbulence. So I'm definitely not out here trying to say, oh, I bought the low. This is the low on VIX or UVXY. Definitely no claims of that, right? Definitely not. I could have to sit in this for 2 months. But I'm fine with that. So do it in the stock portfolio. It's not in the options portfolio. Fine putting that money there. Because, I mean, where else am I going to really put that money? I just sold a bunch of XLE today. The short here yesterday was another rough landing, actually, because we started it. I was expecting this pullback yesterday. Ended up getting some of it today. It was okay profits on the open. The thing that this likes to do in the morning, if you watch the options chain, I can detach this. On XLE, what this would love to do in the morning, you see how tight these spreads are? I mean, on the open this morning, there was like an $80, 80-point spread. Crazy spread. And on the mornings, if you actually swing these options very consistently, I found that you can get near the top of the ask and make just a quick scalp. Like all the time. Buyers coming in, buying the ask. Even though that the bid is like 120 in the morning and the ask is like 200, you're still getting out. And then you're making some money. Because these big gaps, when you get these big gaps here, little mini one right there. Anytime you're getting these, when that market opens on the option chain, man, that's the best time to sell. When that bid-ask goes crazy, it's when you can find a more favorable exits. Not 100%. Sometimes it's really hard to get out of those. This morning, ended up getting out at the ask and making some decent profits there. But I mean, also look at how hot this is running. Just keep in mind how high it can run, right? RSI is more consistent on a more longer time frame. And here, looks like we could push for a double top. I think it was 193, right? Did my computer freeze? Okay. No. Basically 95. Into next year, I'm expecting 123. Well, I'm sorry, 132. Holy dyslexia. But that's the super cycle theory, right? That's what I expect to play out. That's what I've been talking about on YouTube. I mean, just all the time. What I've been talking about that on YouTube. I was on YouTube talking about this here at the bottom of this fourth wave pullback. People are like, you're crazy. I did not mean to move that. Where was that? That should be here. So I'm not crazy. That's where the fundamentals are at. It's going to be a lot of trade opportunities in about 36 minutes. Into the close. Probably swing some positions. Oh, what do you guys want to talk about? Anyone got any more questions? I'm gonna do another TikTok live. We're doing a lot. We're doing a lot today. A lot today. I was on TikTok live until 3 a.m. last night. I think we had a total of like 8,000 viewers. It's crazy. And what YouTube? What we got? Like 8 people. TikTok just be popping off all the time. We're up till 3 a.m. talking to people on TikTok. That's why I have been exhausted all day. I woke up to look at this market straight in zombie mode. I woke up, I looked at the market, I was like, look at that XLE bid-ask spread. Get me out. I'm just too tired. Just too tired. What if our big runners today? These meme stocks look like they're trying to move. We could do... I wonder if I can set this up for better viewing experience. This is my watch list. It's my official watch list. I don't know if I've ever shared this, actually. These are the stocks I try to keep on my radar. These are not all the stocks I own. These are all the stocks that I watch on a daily basis. It's not just these stocks, but these are what I'm consistently looking at. Looks like a double top right here. That's pretty tempting for... Ugh. Dailies here are dangerous, like a drug. What was that pullback like earlier? What's that put support at, like there? We came all the way down there. About to the top of this. Still got a half hour before the actual report. That's interesting. What are we running on the 30-minute right now? Look a little better. Looks like it could push more. What I actually did, it looks like I pushed more, but what I actually did is I bought 400 puts. Expiration of Friday. It's weird to see Bath Batty and Beyond get tighter squeezes in the AMC. You know what? You know what we should talk about actually? You know what's crazy? This is what's crazy right now. These meme stocks don't even really get my interest, but this gets my interest. MicroStrategy. Someone pointed this out to me today, saying that they just closed their short. He just shorted that move right there. You know, coming down the RSI, looks like it wants to bounce. And one of the things that I would want to keep an eye on right now is here, if we pull over FinViz and we look at MicroStrategy, look at that short float. 44% short float. I mean, that's anything above 40%, you're in potential squeeze, right? Look at that. 44% short float there. I mean, just look at the numbers here. This is a dumpster fire. This is an awful dumpster fire. Whew, that looks terrible. Negative 17 in your book per share. Holy cow. If you're unfamiliar, this is Michael Saylor's company. They own a bunch of Bitcoin. This is interesting. I'd want to keep an eye on that. What's this even look like on the weekly? I mean, it looks like it's starting to pick back up to the downside on the weekly. Stop drawing. Sometimes trading view is goofy. Crazy that this thing went to these values. The underlying business hasn't improved at all. We're just now touching where it was at. It's actually been regressing. The underlying business model for this company has not been doing well. And it's just now hitting where it was for the COVID crash. Actually, does that look like a... No. That's not working out, boss. It's about twice the size. I mean, that actually works out. I mean, that actually... It's twice the size. I didn't mean to do that. What's this computer trying to say? So the AI is trying to say that this is an ABC corrective. ABC. This is a big C. That would make this a 1, 2. I don't know about that one, boss. Because this looks like an A. What would that be? That would be... What if you charted this from top 2, 4... 0.5. It's not as clean. Third way's largest. 2 is more horizontal. 4 is more of a one side. I mean, that's such a dirty movement here. None of that looks really that clean. What would that put 5 at, though? Just for reference. I mean, say what, boss? Stop it. Come on. I don't want to do that. I remove this. That's our extension. None of that looks very clean. What did computer say again? This is just too much of a mess. I don't know. I'm trying to force something here, but it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's fine. If you don't see it, don't force it, right? And besides, what you want to be looking for those Elliott waves is a third wave. That's what you want to trade into. Those third waves are... These third waves right here, that's where you make most of your money. By the way, this played out beautifully. That was another really clean one. Oh. Let's look at those SPY puts. So we just got 60% on those. I'm probably going to take these. By the way. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Nice. I left one runner. I'm not gonna lie, I got way too distracted while we were on an open trade, short-term trade. Please do not do that. I was so focused on trying to force some sort of charting for micro strategy. Look at 60% returns. We made 90% returns here. I think I had a runner. I ended up cutting it. So overall, I mean, like 91% returns. We have one runner here, but I closed most of them for 62% returns. Not bad. Not bad. We're also up 26% on a Clorox short. We're still trying to make some money back there, though, because that was a reset of a position. I've been looking for this bad boy to turn over a bit more. I think earnings is out in February or something. But I was trying to go for a short position here, running too hot. Yeah, what day is this? Yeah, February 3rd. But I expect this to come down a bit with inflation starting to come down a bit. Because this has been running hot. Hot. Scroll wheel, you wanna? Why is this fighting me? I mean, look at this stock. People love their Clorox wipes. Am I right? Can you imagine? Hey, honey, there's this small cleaning supply company for $1. Cleaning supplies? Why are we invested in that? The internet. Got some small returns there. Let's look back at SPY. By the way, if you're new, because people keep asking me this. New people keep asking me, hey, I'm new. What do I watch on the stock market? Do I just pick a stock and watch that stock? And I think you're learning backwards if you do that. You don't learn about the market by watching the stock. You learn about a market by watching the market. I think you're better off watching SPY, watching QQQ, or right now, I think it's even good to keep an eye on IWM, the Russell, which if there was anywhere to be bullish. I mean, trade idea that I've had for a while is long Russell, short SPY. I want to start that trade, though, on a touch on this 200-day moving average. So when we test this, likely in the next few weeks we'll test that. We might even test it today, honestly. What's the market up today, actually? What, we're 0.4. I mean, yeah, it's doable. It's doable today or tomorrow. If we test this Friday, if we test this, I want to set up a short on SPY and then go long IWM. And that's just because of all these earnings reports from these companies have had like the same play out, right? Where they've been getting killed on their international markets while making great profits in the domestic market, which isn't the most surprising, right? Because we would expect that when the world bleeds, the U.S., gets a paper cut. So we should fare better than the rest of the world anyways. So my thought is a lot of these domestic companies have already seen probably the worst, made the adjustments. Losers got burned. They're gone. The dead wood has been cleared out. And I see from here lots of buyouts, which we've already seen, which did I upload that to YouTube actually? I did a short on Pinterest, on TikTok, but I don't think that ever got uploaded. I don't think I uploaded it yet onto YouTube. Let me check. I didn't. Oh, 3,000 views on that Target video. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. My word, 800 views on this short with CoffeeZilla. People hated that video. Look at this. You guys can't see that because YouTube doesn't show dislikes, but I'm fine with showing it. I think that's my most disliked video ever. They disliked that like I was the one that was pitching FTX. Whatever. It was a bit clout chasey. I don't blame them for disliking it. Trouble on the U.S. border. People just seem not to care about the U.S. border. Look at that. 20 views. No likes or dislikes. 20 people watched it and were just like, eh. YouTube's wild. This video is so cool. I still think this is cool. Maybe I just didn't do it right. I mean, this technology and this innovation is so awesome. And what, I got 7 views or something? 7 views. 1 like. That's probably my like. Crazy. Thought that was good content. Whatever. To be honest, I don't get to decide what's good content. You guys tell me what's good content. By smashing that like button, which you should definitely be doing for the live stream, smash that like button. Give me attention. And subscribe. Come on, we just made I just shorted SPY for all of you right here live. Called it out. Easy 60%. Got out at the bottom. What else do you want from me? Hit that like button. What's this doing? Coin long playing out. Man, I bought a bunch more coin. I think it was actually right here. I bought here, and then I bought again here today. There were my 2 buys. And here I was sitting. I was watching this, and I was like, this has got to be the bottom. I should buy here. And then I didn't. And I was like, okay, first major pullback. And then this, I was probably on the phone. So as soon as I saw this, I bought it. All these people want to talk to me in the morning about the market. By the way, if you want to call me and you want to talk about the market, you want to call my personal cell phone. It's in the Discord, but you have to find it. It is public information. My personal cell phone is public information. But I don't want to make it easy to find. because then people who don't really have anything to say will call me instead of people who actually put in the work to look for it, right? That's fair, right? I feel like that's fair. Who else does that? Huh? You don't see me, Kevin, doing that. You can't call me, Kevin, up and be like, what's up, bro? We got 10 minutes to FOMC meetings. Oh my gosh, excuse me. We got 10 minutes and I need a glass of water. Been talking a lot. Give me a moment. Okay. I have a vice. And my vice is wintergreen lifesavers. I don't eat desserts at all, really. Honestly, except on like holidays or maybe a birthday. Maybe. But I do eat almost regularly. I have a lifesaver. I kind of treat my house like it's a restaurant. After every meal, I have a lifesaver. A wintergreen mint. They're the shit. What do you want me to say? It's good stuff. You know what? I could do a video on GBTC, the Grayscale Trust. If GBTC ever actually goes from being a trust to an ETF, I think that price goes up by 40% overnight. They need regulators to step in and let them do it. But if they were allowed to do it, 40% gain overnight. So fast. Make your head spin. And I think that's why people keep coming in and buying it. In fact, I think it steals some market share from Coinbase. We've talked about the Discord some. Honestly, what does that look like right now? Probably could set up along there. I don't know if it's worth it for options though. Oh, there are no options. So yeah, you just have to buy it outright. There are no options. Five minutes.
This dashboard profile, for most projects. I think that's the one I'm most bullish on, mostly because I believe it'll create the most powerful and most positive impact in the long term for the Solana ecosystem in general.
Sorry, that was a Twitter Spaces going on right now. I just wanted to see who was in there. One minute. Oh, okay, got some final stretches in. What just happened? What did I just do? You got a question? Hit me with that question, by the way. I'll be watching those. I'll be live even after they come out for a bit. We're also going to be trying to set up some trades here, so keep the watch list up. See what we see. That's it? That's all the sellers that we got? Really? I bought a 405 call for November 30th. Got a close stop loss here. Very tight stop loss here. Joint meeting of the Federal Open Market Community, blah, 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 blah. The data extended over the period indicated higher than expected core inflation. Market participants high odds on a 25 basically increase with the target range current meeting. Nonetheless, contracts were increasingly focused on the question whether the community might slow the pace of future increases in light of sustained tightening of financial conditions occurred over the year. Import is declined. Data pointed where you could even put it way down like a Yeah, I think they're going to nationalize the property market, by the way. China will. Equal demand as a result of a pronounced slowdown in manufacturing, which weighed on activity. Many foreign countries reflecting past increases in energy and food prices, but also continued broadening of inflationary pressures in core prices in response to higher inflation means central banks. Oh, by the way, I usually try and share this in the Discord. I should do that. And we're back. More restrictive than anticipated monetary policy communications and data releases that pointed to inflation moving down more slowly than previously expected. On net, nominal treasury yields increased across the maturity spectrum. The increases in nominal yields at medium and longer term horizons were primarily accounted for by higher real yields, although inflation compensation measures rose as well. Broadly, equity price indexes fell significantly early in the intermediate period, with inflation news and monetary policy expectations likely being the main drivers of stock movement prices. However, equity prices later rebounded and ended the period essentially unchanged on the net. 1 month option implied volatility on the S&P declined slightly on net, but remained at the upper end of its range since mid-2020. Yeah, it's because so many participants. There's so many participants because whatever. I'm gonna get sidetracked. Let's go spending projection. Nonetheless, job gains have been robust in the last months. Okay, they're still recognizing slow growth, even though the 30p number is participants noted a softening in consumer and business spending. Aggressive participants remarked that there had been some notable slowing in the interest rate sensitive sectors, particularly housing, in response to the tightening financial. Yeah, and keep in mind, it's a lagged response in housing, right? So we're seeing what they did back in May occurring now to the housing market. It's a lagging effect. Market's climbing. We're up on the calls, by the way. All right, we'll keep reading. Can't pick up the phone. All the shit that I'm on. Early morning. With inflation remaining far too high and showing few signs of moderating, participants observed that a period of below trend real GDP growth would be helpful in bringing aggregate supply and aggregate demand into better balance, reducing inflationary pressures and setting the stage for sustained achievement of the committee's objectives of maximum employment and price stability. I mean, a lot of this will fix itself, right? Because as prices go up, demand goes down naturally. Participants on that growth, and this softened recently. Had been reduction in discretionary expenditures. Sorry, everyone who's a server, because you've been definitely feeling that. Tipping, anyone making money off tipping, you felt that, especially among middle and lower and middle income households whose purchases were shifting towards lower cost options. So observe that in aggregate, household sector balance sheets were still strong, and this factor would continue to support consumer spending. Though some households have been running down the additional savings they had accumulated during the pandemic, the reports of rise in the number of households experiencing financial strains. Easing supply bottlenecks reflected in declines in shopping costs and delivery times. The reported extent of these improvements varied across contacts. Oh, I wasn't aware of this. A couple of participants noted that the drought conditions in the Midwest were making the waterways, notably the the Missouri River system, less navigatable. Well, that's interesting. Putting some upward pressure on transportation and costs for farm products. Contributing to overall tightening of global financial conditions. Could be wider spillovers into the U.S. economy. For whom necessities like food, energy, and shelter make up a large share of expenditures. Yeah, and you could fix this energy problem. If the government would work with you, you could fix this energy problem pretty much overnight. I mean, not overnight, but almost. It could be done. And they choose not to. The government chooses not to. Energy prices could be so much cheaper than they are. I mean, this has already come down. Yeah, signs of moderation. Yes. Yeah, take some time. Yes, 'cause it's lagging. Take some time. Take months. That's what I mean by take some time. In line with historical patterns, longer-term inflation expectations were important influence on inflation's behavior and stress that the community's ongoing monetary tightening would be essential for ensuring that these expectations remained well anchored. By the way, this looks like it wants to pop off. What are we seeing here? Higher lows. One clean break right here. And then we go straight to that moving day average. And look at that. also could be a bear flag. Ugh. Oh, TLT actually hit 103. Okay, back to reading. So what I want to read is, all right. Wait, some participants observed that there had been an increase in the risk that the cumulative policy restraint would exceed what was required to bring inflation back to 2%. That's interesting. That's interesting. Several participants commented that continued rapid policy tightening increased the risk of instability or delocations in the financial system. There was wide agreement that heightened uncertainty regarding the outlooks for both inflation and real activity underscored the importance of taking into account the cumulative tightening of the monetary policy, the lags with which monetary policy affected economic activity, inflation, and economic and financial developments. I don't think this was there last time. This recognizing. Okay, action. Modest growth in spending production. Had remained elevated, reflecting supply and demand imbalances related to pandemic, higher food and energy prices, and broader price pressures. Yeah. We've already read a lot of this. Three and 3/4 to 4%. Oh wow. To convey explicitly the range of factors that they would consider in determining future monetary policy actions. In addition, members agreed that they would continue reducing the Federal Reserve's holdings of Treasury securities, which they've been doing rapidly, by the way. I mean, they've been dumping these. Agency debt and agency MBS, as described in the plans for reducing the size of the balance sheet. Yes. Issued in May. Yes, and they've been dumping these. All members affirmed that they were strongly committed to returning inflation to 2%. Agreed that the session and primary stance and amount implications. Yeah, so this is the big one. From 3 3/4 to 4%. It's pretty bullish. It's much slower. They done playing this aggressive catch up? Interesting. There it is. Can you take me higher, higher than ever before? Higher than ever before. Can you take me higher? Anyone got any questions? We got 2 viewers. Come on, guys. Did that bore you? Did that put you to sleep? Did we all learn something? Everyone knows the boring stuff's what makes you money, right? I'm going to take some risk off right there because that looks dangerous. Triple top. Dangerous. Locked into the small gains. Can you take me higher, higher than ever before? Oh, did I not ever ping the... Okay, whatever. Just re-entered into the positions at the 408 call. Expiration Friday. Still looking to do the short SPY and long IWM pair trade at SPY. Meh. Oh, wow. Someone bought that at the ask. I didn't actually expect someone to buy that at the ask. Huh. Well, shit. Now I'm not even sure if I wanted to actually sell that. Now I'm sitting here feeling a little stupid. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Well, that was me selling some of my Clorox puts. I mean, look at it touch that perfectly. We keep defending this support. Getting nervous here. This should make you very nervous. It's right here. It's constant denial. Not any big pushes. It's following this trend line really well, but it's got me shaking in my booties. And I mean, honestly, if you're looking over a longer time horizon, obviously not a lot of risk reward here. Tons of risk reward to the downside, right? Well, let's be clear. Daily isn't really pushing us, though. We could get so much overbought here. Didn't mean to move that. If we break the trend line, and keep in mind what I've been doing the whole time this is coming up is my position sizes keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Manage your risk. Manage your risk. Write it down on a piece of paper. And wet your beak. Wet your beak. What is this? Oh, I didn't even know this was a thing. Hey, how do I stream on here? Huh. Ah. That's a cut. Cut and now short. Now this is dangerous because I could get blown out on both sides. So what we're looking for here? We're looking for a test at the 401, see if that gives out. We didn't lose anything on that, by the way. Also, whoa, the Discord's dead right now. Unusually dead. Could go live on TikTok. Discord is really unusually dead. Continue sell-outs coming in, but these contracts aren't moving. I don't like that. Volatility melt-off is too aggressive. Gotta head to the gym, gotta make a YouTube video. Oh, so much to do. Come on, melt down. You know you want to touch it. You know you want to touch it. Come on, Spy. Come on, Spy. You know you want to touch it. You know you want to come down. You want to come down to my 0.618? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. There you go. A little bit of touch. A little bit of two-hand touch. I got a couple of mansions. Still don't have any manos. You got a couple of Ghost Riders. For these kids, it don't actually matter. They're asking me what the fuck happened to hip-hop. I said I don't have any answers because I took an L when I dropped my last album. It hurt me like hell, but I'm back on these crackers. Look at that. It's just dead. Dead in the water. Wait in the water. Wait in the water, children. Wait in the water. Devil gonna trouble the water. So wait in the water. Wait in the water, children. Wait in the water. I might have to cut this play. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. It went away. Oh, wow. How rare is that? How rare is that? Touch it! There you go. There you go. Made some more itty bitty profits. What was that? That was perfect trade. Perfect trade. Perfect trade. Perfect trade. This was a bad trade, but we got out with no losses. I mean, what? What do you want from me, huh? Now you could go long again. This is where you would look. Could chop here some more. There's no even viewers. There's no even viewers for this. I mean, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at where are the people? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Why? Where are my viewers? Where are my people? The people who are viewing this, they didn't even like it. They didn't even like it. What? I just live streamed, traded everything perfectly. I mean, come on. Where are people at? We're going to call it right here. It's the end of the live stream. And, yeah. Good money today. Good day. And that's after a rough week and a half. And then today, just on fire all day. Not anything like mind-boggling, but we made good money. Made good money all day, took no losses. Take your wins when you can get them, right? And out. And out. Slow moving market. That's what I'm going to call it for the end of today's stream. Oh, I mean, we've got what? I could sit here for like 22 minutes, but not getting a lot of activity. Remember, if you want me to hang out in the stream, give it a like, leave a comment. It helps so much. Much appreciated. If you're watching this in past tense, give it a like too. Helps a bunch. I like being long here, by the way. So, yeah.